What's up, everybody? Welcome back to JStube Wrestling, and today we are back with another action figure review. Basically, my whole channel right now is action figure reviews, because that's literally what I'm getting, and that's the only ideas I've got. And I am... God, I can't say I have started on the JTW shows and getting them all, like, ready to go and stuff, but we are not even to that point yet, and I'm starting to get a bit stressed, but hopefully it'll be out sooner than later, but I don't know how that's going to go. I'm not even sure if I'm going to follow through with it, but I think at this point I kind of have to, but, so yesterday when I did the, figure review on the Elite Rey Mysterio and Adam Cole, I forgot that there was one more surprise action figure, and that was the ringside exclusive Bray Wyatt, the Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt Elite. So, I have quite a bit of Bray Wyatt Elites in my collection, and I have two basic Bray Wyatts. And what's the problem adding another Bray Wyatt to the action figure collection? So, I'm gonna get the spinny disc out of the ring, and then I'm gonna talk more into that in the next scene. Alrighty guys, now that we got the spinny disc out of the ring, I can go more into depth about my Bray Wyatt Elite collection. Alrighty, so I would show you my two basics, but I think I don't have access. You know, I think I have access to them, because they're in my crowd right now. So, I'm going to show off my first Bray Wyatt action figure. So, my first ever Bray Wyatt action figure, I'm not sure what basic series it is, because, fun fact, my first ever Bray Wyatt action figure, which is this one, which is a basic. This was my first ever action figure. This came with a battle pack with The Undertaker, and my first ever action figure was Bray Wyatt and The Undertaker. And it's pretty cool, like, God, like, 7 years later, I still have it, and he is still involved. And this is the first time this Bray Wyatt is shown on JTW, like, actually main. Like, he gets his own spotlight and stuff, and it's pretty cool that I still have him. I thought for sure I'd have him, but every single action figure I've owned so far, I have kept. If they're broken, or if they're old, or new, I am still keeping them, and this one is in pretty good condition, and I always love this action figure, and I believe there's an Elite of this, but who knows. And I think I have access to the other Bray Wyatt, which is way back in my corner over here. Hopefully my face didn't get shown, and if it did, then I might have to crop that out. But, alright, so my second Bray Wyatt action figure was another basic, which is this basic Bray Wyatt right here. And I don't know if I like this Bray Wyatt more or the other Bray Wyatt more, but the reason why I got this Bray Wyatt because it was in a battle pack of Luke Harper, and I didn't have a Luke Harper action figure at the time, and I'm like, I really wanted the Luke Harper action figure. So, I decided to get I decided to get this Bray Wyatt and Harper, and they are currently in my collection right now. So let me put this back. I don't think my face showing. So let's get on to my Bray Wyatt Elite. This is supposed to be like an action figure review, but right now I'm just showing off my Bray Wyatt collection just because it's a Bray Wyatt video. Why not? So my next Bray Wyatt action figure, which is Elite Series 85 Bray Wyatt. And this is like got like a purplish maroon top shirt right here. And then it comes with like the orange just like pants on the bottom and then the black shoes right there. And then this Elite comes with the Husky Harris. I believe that's what his name is, the Husky Harris. There we go, it's focused. So you have the Husky Harris with the chocolate over his mouth, and then the headband, and then the workout suit or whatever. And then he can just slip his hand right in there, and he's holding the puppet right there. And there you have it. Elite Series 85 Bray Wyatt right there. And then my next action figure Bray Wyatt I have is Elite Series 86 The Fiend Bray Wyatt, which you've seen in past videos. And there is another Elite Fiend out there. I'm not sure if it's a part of a series. I could be wrong, but it's the one where it has like the lantern, like the Bray Wyatt, like the basic Bray Wyatt head lantern type of a thing. And I want to pick up that so then I can say I have all the Bray Wyatt Elites. And I know there is Bray Wyatt before he was like the Firefly Funhouse or the Fiend or Uncle Howdy, but I want like his 2015 Elites or 2016 Elites. And then pretty recent, I got Elite Series 92, the Burnt Fiend right here, which I did a action figure review if you want to go check that out. And this is, I think, my first Bray Wyatt Elite that I have reviewed on this channel right here. So you have seen this action figure in the past, and it is a pretty neat figure. And I picked it up not because, well, I picked it up because I wanted it in my collection, but I picked it up because I'm trying to collect all the Bray Wyatt Elites. And I'm going to try to get my hands on the first 2 Bray Wyatt Elites. So, now that we have those out of the way, just a thought just to add them into the collection, but, yeah. So, alrighty guys, so I decided to cut scenes, so then I have just shown off my Bray Wyatt action figures, and then now, just in case if, like, I had problems in the past recording videos, and then, like, all of a sudden they just don't work, so I just decided to cut into a different scene of reviewing this action figure right here, just in case that if it goes blank. But if that ever does happen, I am going to be pretty mad. So, let me just go off and start with the box review. So this box review is unique because it's not really a part of his, it's not a part of his Elite series, and I already pre-opened this box, I already pre-opened the box right here, so then I wouldn't have to mess with it, open it on camera and wasting time. So let's just start off. So up here we have the Mattel logo and then the ringside exclusive wrestling figure right there. On the front we have the Firefly Funhouse with then just a few of the puppets right there. Then we have the WWE logo, then the Bray Wyatt, and then featuring the Mercy the Buzzard, Abby the Witch, the Rambling Rabbit, and the Boss. Right on the side we have the Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt right there. Then on this side we have all the puppets that it includes, and then we have the Bray Wyatt on the back with Yowie Wowie and just a bunch of words talking about this Bray Wyatt or the action figure, something like that. I'm not really going to necessarily read it, because if you guys want to read it, you guys can go pause the video or go to Ringside Collectibles, pick one up before they disappear. I'm not sure if they disappeared, I haven't quite looked, but thank God I got one of them. So, let's open the doors. There you have it. So, in my past video, I'm not sure which one it was. I'm not sure what video it was, but, I said that this Bray Wyatt had, like, a tan khaki pants, but it turned out to be black. And I really don't like this packaging, because you can kind of see me right through the thing. So I'm going to block my face right there. You can kind of see the camera through the box, but you can see I'm wearing a white shirt. You can see right here, look at my hand, I'm wearing a white shirt because I love white shirts. But, so you can see that right there we have the Rambling Rabbit. I ain't going to try to get too close so that I expose my face, but right there we have the Rambling Rabbit. We have the Boss, Interchangeable Hands right there. The Bray Wyatt action figure right there. Mercy, was it Buzzer, what was it? Hold on, it says somewhere. Yeah, Mercy, the Buzzard, I think. Where am I going? And then, the Witch right there. So, let me crack open this box and let me review, and hopefully I didn't expose my face, but if I expose it, I will be doing one sooner than later if I get to over 1,000 subscribers, or once I hit a goal that I want, or whenever I feel like doing a face reveal. But if you saw my face, more power to you, you know? I feel like one day if I ever get popular and I haven't done a face review, people are going to be going nuts, and they're going to be trying to expose me and just go into detail and try just to figure out who I am. But it's not that hard. Like, there's a video in here where it basically exposes me. But, alrighty, now, before we start with the figure, you can see we have the Firefly Funhouse setup right here. So, it's like the, what figure was that? I think it was the, Tommaso, it was the Cameron Grimes and like the Gunther and the Tommaso Ciampa action figure that I had that's like similar to this packaging. It came with this, like the Walter and then the Cameron Grimes. And then what's neat about this is that I can have, this door opens right here, so then I can have like Bray Wyatt coming out of it if I ever want to do like a Firefly Funhouse like scene in JTW. I think we have, this is the Rambling Rabbits where he sits. And then we have like the window, I'm not sure if the witch is there. And then we have Mercy the Buzzer, which he would be right here. But I'm not going to crack that open because I really don't want to ruin that. So that's that right there. And I think I'm just going to keep it in the box so then I don't really lose it. And then now we get to the main attraction. So let's crack open the first accessories of this action figure. Alright, first accessories, we have two, of course, another pair of Mike Holding interchangeable hands right there. Like, I have so many interchangeable hands, and at this point it's just getting a bit crowded. But let's start off with the first puppet of the night. So right here we have the puppet of the boss, which, of course, I'm assuming that this is supposed to, like, portray, like, Vince McMahon, because it kind of looks like Vince McMahon, and it kind of has the personality of Vince McMahon, showing it out of the detail. But, yeah, it's pretty cool now that we have the puppets of the Firefly Funhouse. Unfortunately, I didn't get this when Bray Wyatt was big in the Firefly Funhouse. Now he's like Uncle Howdy. I don't think they claimed that he was Uncle Howdy. I think Uncle Howdy's a different dude. But, whatever, the new Bray Wyatt thing. But there we have it. We have the boss. And then next I don't know, is this a figure or is this an accessory? Next we have the Rambling Rabbit accessory. Puppet, so then he can hold them in his hands right there. Come on, let me see. Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, I just wish I had this action figure at the time, and I wish I was doing, like, these prediction videos at the time, because these would have became really well, but I'm not sure if I'm ever going to use these in a JCW video, but plan on it, who knows, we'll see. Next we have, what is this, Abby the Witch? It's a pretty bulky figure. Like, it's like a pretty thick one because of, like the cloth over her head and stuff, and got the white face, Abby the Witch. Pretty cool. Don't know what to talk about. And then next up, I think this is my favorite, like, Mercy the Buzzard. It's just super cool, just having these puppets in hand, like the Rambling Rabbit. That's just really, it's really neat that they actually turn the puppets into figures or just stuff, so then we can, like, I don't know what it's called, but sure, you get the point. Alright, now we get into the Bray Wyatt Elite. Let me stuff this back in the box here so I don't have to mess with it later, if it wants to do it for me. Come on. Good enough. Come on, good enough. Come on. I don't know, the box is... Oh, I think I got it. Alright, now we have the Bray Wyatt Elite. This, at first, it seems much stiffer because, well, one, it's new, and it's not really played with much, but, something I do see about this action figure is it is not double-jointed elbows, which I'm not sure if this was made before the Elite Series, 90, what was it? I said it. I think it was Elite Series 85. They started doing double jointed elbows. I could be wrong. Hold on. Whoa, that's weird. Wait, hold on 1 second. Wait, whoa. Oh, that's wicked. I just noticed that. Okay, so I'm just looking at Elite Series 85. And I see this Elite Series 85 Bray Wyatt right here. He has double jointed elbows. But if you look at his so Elite Series 85, remember 85 Bray Wyatt, and then we have Elite Series 85 Karrion Kross right here, and he's not double jointed elbows. That is, I just noticed that. And I'm like, I don't remember having Karrion Kross having double jointed elbows, but I don't know, that's weird. Like, yeah, now to think about it, Elite Series 86 Fiend does not have double jointed elbows. And The Miz doesn't have double jointed elbows either in that series. But I believe Braun Strowman and Apollo Crews does. So, yeah, Elite Series 87 and on is double jointed elbows. And I'm not sure if this was made before Elite Series 87, which I'm assuming so because they're not double jointed elbows. But, like with the Build a Vince McMahon action figure, like every action figure in that like series was double jointed, and the Build the Vince McMahon, that was just single jointed elbows like this one. But I don't know, that's pretty neat if you ask me. I'm not sure why that Bray Wyatt has double jointed elbows and the rest of them doesn't, but I'm pretty sure it's like a I don't know, just a thing just to get ready for future action figures. But alright, so first going on down this head sculpt, we have the looks like the same as the Elite Series 85 Bray Wyatt. But, like, I'm not sure if there's much difference in the head sculpt there because the hair tone looks pretty neat. The bun looks pretty similar. The head sculpt is really similar, but in this figure, it doesn't have, like, a neck collar or anything like that. It's just, like, a plain long-sleeve red shirt. And I'm going to put this away. So going down, it's just a plain red long-sleeved shirt. The tattoo on the back of the neck stands out more than this one because this one is like under a collar, and this is actually like, it looks like a jacket type of thing, but this looks like, wow, this looks more like just like a long sleeve t-shirt, or like just a long sleeve shirt. And then moving up the arms, they are not double jointed elbows, they are just single jointed elbows. Then they have the open interchangeable hand right there. Coming down, we have the black, looks like double jointed knees, and then just the goatee Bray Wyatt black shoes, which I thought that they were tan, which wouldn't this make more sense if they were tan because he had tan in the other ones, but black pants would do. But there you have it, the ringside exclusive Bray Wyatt Elite. Now I can say that I have not one, not two, oh shoot, well obviously two, not three, but I have 4 Bray Wyatt Elites. Planning on getting the 5th Elite or 5th Bray Wyatt Elite, which would be the Fiend one, and I believe they still have the Ultimate Fiends on Ringside Collectibles, which I should get before they go out because I'm not sure where I'm going to get them beforehand. And then I'm going to try my best to look in depth into finding the Bray Wyatt Elites so then I can one day have a shelf and have all my Bray Wyatt Elites on it, and it's just going to look sick. Because if I ever like want to have a shelf or whatever, I really just want to have like every figure from their time, but like with the John Cena and Randy Orton, those are going to be a bit tough. And also like Brock Lesnar too, and like Dean Ambrose. It was hard to find the first Dean Ambrose, and just getting the one, like I can't imagine getting all of them. But I think I was too late to the chase. But like with like the new figures coming in, like the Austin Theory Elites and the Gunther Elites, like those ones I can start like collecting their action figures throughout the years and time that they have figures, and then I could just one day have all their Elite action figures, but who knows. But I'm going to get the spinny disc back in the ring, and then I'm going to be wrapping up this video. And if you can tell, I kind of went into depth in this video today, because one, I talked about all my Bray Wyatt Elites, and then including this review on this one. But if I ever do like a Bray Wyatt, like if Bray Wyatt is a part of like a prediction video in the future, like if it's him versus LA Knight at a pay-per-view, whatever, like at the Royal Rumble. I think they're fighting at the Royal Rumble, but I'm not sure when they're fighting. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if they say next week on like SmackDown or like at the Royal Rumble, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use this one. I might use this Bray Wyatt, but I don't know. This one's much newer and just much more nice, but even though that is not double jointed elbows, which I am disappointed, but that could literally be an easy custom right there, and I can somehow put like just the double jointed arms on somebody and just paint it red. But that's gonna be a future That's going to be a future me's problem, but if I ever do that, but let's get the spinny disc in the ring, and let's wrap up this video. Alrighty, guys, and that was ringside exclusive Elite Bray Wyatt, the Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt Elite. So, I feel like it's pretty neat now to have the full, puppet collection, and it was a pain to stand up all these figures. I'm going to put that one right there, even though that I wasn't a part of the, action figure. Now I have all the puppets to the, Firefly Funhouse, like, crew or whatever. I have another Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt, and, I don't know. Like I say with every figure, and I'm going to say this with every figure, it's a grand figure to the collection. Because Bray Wyatt, once he made his grand return, that's when I started buying like more of the Bray Wyatt Elites. Like the Burnt Fiend and now this one. And then if I do go and buy the 2 Ultimate Fiends and the other Elite Fiend. And I know that the Fiend I don't think is a character in WWE anymore. It's just good to have the figures like in your collection, but it was, I believe, a great video. It was longer than I expected, but longer the better, the more detailed the videos are. And honestly, I forgot about this video. Yeah, I almost forgot about this video, and I almost forgot about this Bray Wyatt Elite because I had them in the bottom of my shelf with all my other action figure boxes, and I totally missed it. And then I'm like, oh, I have this Bray Wyatt, might as well just do the video and get it all edited up and post it up onto the YouTube, and that's what I'm currently doing right now. And yeah, now I have 4 Bray Wyatt Elites, 6 Bray Wyatt action figures in total, and hoping to get more in the future, and I will let you know for sure, because I will probably do a action figure review on it. But don't be shocked if I do a Bray Wyatt Elite in the future, and I say I'm going to promise to get the JTW shows up, but it's going to take a long time of getting, like, the scripts already and, like, what to do to make it entertaining. How am I going to make this entertaining just with one camera? Am I going to involve 2? Like, I have to record it and then edit it all up and then just do all that stuff, and it is going to be a while. I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't get up by next year, but I'll probably hopefully have it up by then. But there you have it. I think I'm going to wrap it up now. Cool that I have the whole puppet collection. 4th Bray Wyatt Elite to my collection, and I think I'm going to be ending it up. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was kind of out of the blue review, because I honestly forgot about it, but I had it, so it was somewhat of an out of the blue review, but I'm just going to leave it at that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wish you, like, subscribe, and comment down below what action figure videos you want me to do in the future. I said in the past that I haven't really got that much comments, and I'm growing like a weed, and I gotten quite a bit of subscribers than I thought with these videos, and I didn't think that much people would like these videos, even though I'm getting little views on these videos. And hopefully in a few years I come back to this video and I use this as like a vision that I had little views on this, I have a little voice, and then one day I'm going to have a manly voice, and then I'm going to be saying, oh, I got millions of views now, but only one would wish, you think. But there you have it. Bray Wyatt Elite, ringside exclusive Bray Wyatt. So, like always, adios, goodbye, yowie wowie, and see you in the next.